I'll criticize anything.
Oops.
Hey team, how you going today? It is Hannah here and welcome back to this channel. We have another episode of Easy Meals with Hannah. It's gonna be a dessert episode. We're adults now and we get to decide what that means. And if it means that I eat too many desserts, then that's just how life is. That's what it's like. So today we're gonna be making mini apple pie bites. So this is something you're gonna need an oven for, or just find a dragon. That's not a thing. I'll be honest with you guys, I did not come up with this idea myself. I found it on Pinterest. Do you guys ever just see something and you think, I want to put that in my mouth? And I'm not talking about Chris Evans. Well, I saw these and I thought, that looks delicious. I'm going to do that. And like most of these, I've kind of gone into it a little bit blind. I'm quite confident that these are gonna turn out okay, but then also in the back of my mind is the fact that I have failed miserably at every single DIY I've ever tried. I don't wanna put too many hopes and dreams on this video, but I think this is gonna be the one that is, look, I'm not gonna say successful, but I think it's gonna be mediocre, which is better than what's been happening so far. So that is what we're going to do. So we're gonna make these apple pie bites. I'm just gonna take you with me on my journey through the kitchen and show you what I do. I don't know if I've bought the right ingredients. It's a learning experience for everybody. So I bought a pastry. I think I bought the wrong type of puff pastry because I really didn't want the flaky puff pastry, but I didn't want the hard puff pastry. And I think that what I bought, the short crust, is the hard one, but I didn't know what the medium puff pastry was, because if you're making a strudel, you want it really flaky. That's what I used to use all the time. I used to make strudels heaps when I was younger. I don't know why. But this, I was like, it's not the flaky pastry. Hopefully this will go okay. So let's wait and see. So I've got puff pastry. I've also got tinned pie apples. You can use fresh apples if you want. I just didn't know when I would be filming this, and that keeps in the freezer and this keeps in the cupboard. So I went, well, if I don't film it for 2 weeks, I don't need to go and spend another $70 on fresh fruit, because fresh fruit is expensive. Also, you want to use brown sugar. Brown sugar. Check it and see. I think I make that joke every time I say brown sugar, so no. And then I just have an assortment of spices. All kinds of spices for you guys. Oh, this can opener looks disgusting. I think it's the same can opener we've been using in my house since I was like 10 or younger. We need to buy a new one. First, open your can. Which way does it go on? Like this? We've done it. We're doing it. This is what being an adult is like. Oh, it feels like it's not cutting. Is it cutting it? I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. Don't they sit differently? Come on. Oh, there we go. Yeah, can opened. Woo! Oh, set that aside. Next, we're gonna cut our pastries into triangles because that's what we're doing. Triangles are my favorite shape. That was literally a lyric on like a top 10 pop song a few years ago. Do you guys remember that? Who over the age of 7 has a favorite shape? And if that shape is anything, it should be a pizza slice coming towards your mouth. Like, oh, yay. Some of these. Oh, if I've learned anything from Easy Meals, it's that I should definitely spray my baking trays with some kind of oil before I begin, because otherwise everything's gonna get fucked up. Okay, I don't even know if we have like spray pan, whatever it's called. Fingers crossed. Oh, it's in a spray can, but it's extra virgin olive oil. Light flavor. I don't like using extra virgin olive oil to cook with because it tastes like olive oil. It's not just a bland vegetable oil. We used to have a spray tin. It might have been 12 years ago, to be honest with you. Do you ever do that thing where you're like, where did that t-shirt go that I love? And then you remember you threw it out 5 years ago and you're like, oh, since when are we forward in time? I feel like I'm having that moment with some anti-stick spray. We used to have some. We can't possibly have used it all. It's just not possible. Okay, so as much as I love the convenience of a spray can, I've actually just got plain vegetable oil because I really don't want them to end up tasting like olive oil, and I'm just gonna put it on a thing and wipe down the things. Yeah, like an adult would. making decisions that maybe, look, the journey in the long run is more difficult, but the outcome is better for everyone involved. I think this is the first really adult decision I've ever made, so woo! Celebrate! Celebrate good times, come on! Okay, I don't want them to be like too oily, but I do need it to spread everywhere. I like to say I'm good at baking. Look, I am when I follow a recipe. I am good at baking when I follow a recipe, guys. I used to bake all the time, and I still stress bake, but I do it at 4 a.m. when I'm not 100% sure where like reality ends and my dissociation begins. So this type of thing, I look like I don't know what I'm doing, but I do bake quite well usually. No! No! It snapped! Okay, we're gonna have to make that part of the thing. So lucky that we're cutting these into long triangles anyway, because otherwise that would have been the worst thing that could happen. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of scoring it. It's still very cold. That's not the type of shape I want. I would usually use something like that and go, you know what, fuck it. But this time, I'm trying to do it right, guys. I'm trying to do it right. So I've just kind of scored the pastry because it's still a little bit frozen. That one, I know it looks way bigger than the rest, but I feel like that might be the size I should be going for. I'm gonna score the rest of these puff pastry sheets, but I'm gonna leave them for a while because they really need to soften, because I have to roll them and I don't want them to snap. I'm just gonna set that aside, just sit there, buddy. Oh yeah, these are too cold still. Get the knife in between them. Shoots. In between the sheets, guys, that's a place that I'm comfortable being. Not because I'm a slut, just because I sleep a lot. I'm lazy, you know? Also, I'm kind of a slut. What I'm gonna do now is, while they're flat, I'm gonna put all the spices on the bottom of the pastry. I know what I'm doing. Spices. Okay, I've probably opened this packet in literally the worst way possible, but I've done it now, it's too late. Oh fuck, I didn't turn the oven on. This happens every time. Okay, on. I don't know how to use this oven. Fan force, obviously 160. That seems fine, doesn't it? 160 fan force, that seems like a normal temperature. We'll see. Okay, now I've put the brown sugar on. I'm gonna put a lot of spices on. I'm gonna use cinnamon, obviously, like it's apple pie bites, duh. Then there are some other spices that you guys might like to use. Usually nutmeg, cloves. These are the things that you would put in an apple pie. Nutmeg to me smells a little bit like, is it iodine? It's those alcohol swabs that are like orange. I don't really like nutmeg that much. Like, I'll put a little bit in, but for me it's not that big of a win flavor. Cloves I do like. I like cloves a lot, but they're really strong. My favorite one, and look, I'm sure that everyone out there is like, Bish, we already knew about this, but if you didn't, and if I change one person's life with this information, I've done my service. Like, this YouTube channel is all worth it if one person comes away from this being like, wow, this has made my apple pie taste better. It's allspice, guys. You think that allspice is a mixture of all the spices? It's not. It has a dumb name. It's like a juniper tree? No. Allspice is made from the ground berries of the pimento tree, also known as Jamaica pepper. Smells really good. It's kind of like, it does smell a little bit like cloves, but not as strong and also sweeter. And it's like, I put this in everything. I put this in if I'm making like tomato pasta. I know people say like to make your tomato sauce like better, you should put sugar in it. Put allspice in it because it's sweet, but it's not sugar. And it also has that kind of like warm flavor. Fucking hell. When did I become a food critic? Because I'll criticize anything, but this is amazing. Put this in everything you have. So I'm gonna just spice up your life. Now's the time for us to, you know, shake it, shake it, shake it. Here's a tip. This also sounds like it's obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I don't like cloves. Don't wanna put too much cloves on. Do like allspice. Don't care if I put a lot of that on because it's not as strong. Put the dark stuff that you don't like on first so you can see how much you have on it. So put the cloves on first so I could be like, oh, just a little bit, no more of that. I don't want to overdo it. And then with the allspice, go to town. And because it's dark, you can't tell if there's more of that than cloves because the allspice doesn't matter about the flavor. Put that on second. It's like I'm changing your lives here. It's like, I'll be honest with you guys, if I weren't me right now, I'd be like, Thanks, Hannah. You're amazing. Because you know what? So they're probably at a good stage where I can roll them now. So what I'm gonna do is start putting some apples on. You really only need like one kind of piece per apple pie bite. That's probably too much, but we've done it now, it's too late. Lean into it, guys, lean into it. They are like obviously soft already. And that way, part of the good stuff about apple pie isn't like, oh, crunchy apple. It's that the apple is soft in the middle. So now that I've done this, I'm gonna roll them. And pretty much, oh no, that one broke. It'll be okay. Cool beans. I just went over to my other camera. I don't know if it filmed that, but like, it's pretty obvious if I didn't get that footage, you just roll them. Just roll them up. I did put a little bit too much apple in some of them. I went back and was like, well, it needs a bit more apple. It didn't. It really didn't. And as you can see, some of the ones where they were quite wide at the top, they just look a bit dumb now. So I think they're better when they're like a thinner, longer section as opposed to a wider triangle. So that's cool. So because this was a fail, 2 sheets should make 12, 6 each, but that obviously didn't work out. I don't know, I think I might make one anyway on this. Just see how we go. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put like a Nutella in this. Yes. Do we have Nutella? Oh, fucking make Nutella. That's gross. Cross that goes well. Little Nutella one on the corner there. Fucking hell, man. Nutella baked in the oven. It's gonna be so good. I'll be so sad if that thing that I threw together in the last second is the most delicious thing that I make today, because it took 0 effort. Do I have Nutella on my face? I've just licked the spoon. Is that Nutella or is that lipstick? Have I had lipstick on my face this entire time? Oh my God. Guys, I was thinking I was doing a good job in this video. I had lipstick on my face the whole time. I think this is the point in time where a professional would like egg wash the top of their things, but I don't really know how to do that. You know what, fuck it. Whole ass the thing that you're gonna ass. Don't half-ass that thing. So I'm gonna make an egg wash. Let's do it! Okay, find an egg. I know we have a little, yeah! Little orange brush. I got a little brush, guys. You know what? You know what I learned yesterday? I was watching Great British Bake Off, the most amazing show of all time, and look, I was really sad when like it all changed and everybody left. But I have to say, Noel Fielding is so amazing and so funny that it's not the same, but I still really like the new season of Bake Off. But I did learn last night that you have to put some water in an egg wash, which I think that I kind of, you know how you kind of go, oh, well, obviously, because otherwise it's just egg, and then the top of your pastry is just egg, and that's too much. It's like, it's not an egg Kelly pie where you want an egg on the top of your pastry. That's not what it is, obviously. But I probably wouldn't have done it. I would have gone, obviously, when she tells someone else, but I wouldn't have done it. So you gotta put water in your egg wash. And then, do I have a fork? Yeah, I've got a fork, good. Should I not be putting, oh, there should be no yolk in this. Oh, I think I've just wasted an egg. I just put the whole egg in here. That's wrong. It should just be egg whites. Yeah, no yolk, obviously. It should just be egg, okay. I think I'm just gonna have to get rid of this egg. Oh, I'm sorry. I loved you once. I loved you once. Okay, new egg. Here I am telling you all the things I learned about egg wash, and I clearly didn't pay enough attention. The funny thing is though, literally my phone is right there. I could just Google it, but that's not what Easy Meals is about. Easy Meals, I feel like Easy Meals could also be like stoner meals, but I don't personally smoke weed. I don't care if you do and it's legal in your country or you have a medicine card for that thing. Do what you want with your life. That's not my decision to make. I personally don't, just because I think I'm already detached enough from reality as it is. But I think that Easy Meals should be like depression meals and stoner meals. Like, that's what it is. And if that sums up anything about those two states of being, it's like, I'm not gonna fucking Google it, just wing it, just give it a go. So in the spirit of that, although right now I'm not supremely depressed or stoned, I am not going to Google it. Oh, I think I've done it. Come on, membranous sludge, get off there. Yeah. Guys, I did it. This is what success looks like. This is what being an adult looks like. It's an egg in its own shell. How much water? It's enough, the water in the egg. I don't know if I've put too much water in or not enough water in because I don't want it to taste like egg. I just want it to have a sheen on the top, you know? Also, I'm just waiting for the oven to heat up, so I just got to fill the time with something. I think I've mixed it too much. There's bubbles in it. Yeah, too much water, Hannah. Too much water. I see that now. I'm not stopping though, for some reason. Like I could, like I'm in control of my own destiny. I could just stop right now. But I'm not for some reason. I think I'm trying to be dedicated to my own mistakes. Oh no, I'm not gonna put egg wash on the Nutella one because, as I said earlier, I would be devastated if that's the only thing that turns out well. I now have a really strong feeling that it probably is gonna be the only one that turns out well. So, oh, it's just done it. It's hot enough now. So we're gonna put it in the little hot box. Put some little bites in the hot box. No idea how long these are gonna take. The Pinterest pin that I saw that was a picture of it, I clicked on the, like, go to the article bit and the article would not load no matter how many times I went to the page. So I literally have just seen a photo of these. I don't know what I'm doing enough to actually know how long something like this needs to go in the oven for. So I'll be back after an allotted period of time. Oh no! Oh no. No. The brown sugar's melting! Oh, this is gonna burn. This is gonna caramelize and burn. Ah! Fuck you! Why are you so hot? Why are ovens hot? Who decided this? For some reason, the tray's on an angle in my oven. I don't know why. But it was dripping brown stuff into my oven and I was like, oh no, no. And then I burnt myself on hot sugar. Oh, that's my porn star name. I can't walk away now though. I have to like watch them in case they create some kind of sugar hijinks in the oven. I can't leave them now. I have to watch them like babies. You can't just like leave a baby while it cooks. Like I wish. Honestly though, I reckon if being pregnant you could like take your stomach, you can go, I'm just gonna leave that there for a little bit. I'm just gonna go out party, have a good time. I'd do it. I don't want to have a tiny child inside me stealing all of my nutrients. I'm sorry, no, they're my nutrients. That's disgusting. I have a feeling they're done. We're gonna get them out. I'll be honest with you guys, I think it's probably been 45 minutes. It's been a fucking long time. Oh, that brown, all of that sugar, because like you can see here where the sugar was on it, the wetness also came onto it. This is real bad. Also, the Nutella one looks like a poop. I think I had to get the wrong kind of pastry, I'll be honest with you guys. Let's put them on a plate to cool, and then I'll spend 17 hours scrubbing this pan. And then we're gonna taste one as soon as I am brave enough to. Oh, certainly is sticky. Certainly is sticky. They look like little cockroaches or something. Ugh. Oh, lost some apple. Had some casualties in the field, but I think that it's okay. Look at that. That's gonna take me hours to clean. Let's soak it in some hot water now before the sugar sets. That's an adult thing, right? Soaking pans. I think I might have just made toffee. Honestly, I just made toffee with that brown sugar. Look, I just have some toffee. I'm gonna have to scrape it off. But I don't want to ruin this baking sheet, even though it cost me like $2 from IKEA. I could definitely get another one, but that involves going to IKEA, which we know I'm not allowed to do, so we shall see. So this is them. Some of them are upside down. Oh, they're still pretty hot, so I'm just gonna let them cool a little bit. I could have put them on a cooling rack, but that's professional. Okay, let's see if I can like cut this. I think the short crust pastry is maybe a little bit too thick. Oh, look at that, fellas. Focus on it. Stop finding my face. Focus on this. Look at those layers, guys. How delish does that look? Oh no, I started making a cup of tea. I keep doing this. I keep forgetting things. Oh, it's gonna be extra strong. I let it brew for like 10 minutes. Woo! At least it'll be at a temperature that I can actually enjoy now. Okay, let's find some milk. Milk? Oh yeah, that tea's burnt. I left it in for too long, the tea's burnt. I'm still gonna drink it though. Don't judge me. Okay, is it gonna be, am I gonna be able to bite into this? Oh! Oh! Them spices, girl! Ah! Oh! They're hot. It's hot. I know it's rude to eat with your mouth open, but oh, I was about to make a vagina joke there. Just DIY that shit. This is now the IKEA of jokes. I'll just put two ideas next to each other and you can put it together in your own brain. Although I feel like, and a lot of my friends will agree with me, my existence around any comment instantly gives it like a dirty context. So I don't even have to be like, also vaginas. Just think constantly about genitals all the time, because that's what I'm constantly thinking about. Doesn't matter what type, any. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, it's good. I mean, they made a fuckload of mess, but they are delish. Oh, I don't know if this is a thing, but I reckon if with the egg wash somehow you put some like granulated like white sugar on top, that like somehow held its shape and didn't melt and create more of the like toffee situation I'm gonna have to deal with later, I reckon that would have tasted nice, because they're actually not very sweet at all, because most of the brown sugar I think just melted out of them. So I would either put like way more brown sugar than you think is acceptable, or top them with a little bit of sugar. I mean, I could probably do that when they've come out of the oven, but I don't really know how to like stick it to them. But like, I'm putting this one down as success as a product based on what I expect them to be and what they are. Successful. Obviously messy successful, but that doesn't take away from what I've done here, guys. Look at what I've done here. Oh, let's taste this Nutella one. Apparently that's how you're supposed to say it, but I don't agree. Oh, oh, oh. The Nutella is so fucking hot. It's like burning my mouth. But you know what? Warm Nutella with crispy outside pastry and soft inside pastry. You know that that's good. Like, I just described it to you. You know it's gonna be good. There's nothing else on that. It's literally just puff pastry and Nutella. That's amazing. Probably is the more delicious of the two things that I made today, but I'm gonna put down that the better of the two is the apple pie bites. So, only because there was a lot of effort in them. You know what I mean? I'm done with this now, so I'm gonna let you get back to your life. Thanks for chilling while I didn't make as many mistakes as I usually do. Guys, this channel isn't just about you guys learning and growing from my mistakes, it's also about me learning and growing from my mistakes. And I think we've done that here today. So thanks for watching. Comment below with how I could have made them better, because I mean, I reckon they're pretty good. I reckon a lot of people would go, delicious, perfect, but I like really sweet stuff. So how do I get more sugar into that without it melting out and making toffee mess, you know? Thumbs up if that's something that you feel like doing. It's your life, it's your choice. You can if you want to, I'd really appreciate it. And subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of the stuff that I create. I bring out videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, which is like a lot. It's more than Zoella does. So just like give me a subscribe for that. I know I'm not as good as her, but I work pretty hard. So just click that button and I'll see you at another time. Whatever, I'm gonna go eat these now. Come up pretty good in this pan. That's only like 3 minutes of scrubbing, not even. It surprisingly, I think putting water on it right after it came out, like softened the toffee, and I ended up just like, I took a knife to it to like cut it off and like chip it off, and I just scraped it off with the knife. There was like one little bit that needed a scrub. Use a little this, and it came off. I'm a bloody housewife genius.